Danielle Williams, the world's number one, is honored. Adele Tracy says, "Me done." And can Rusheen Mcdonald medal in Eugene? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit subscribe button so we can continue to go. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, enjoy the content. Please hit the like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, now ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, the entire track and field world awaits the final Wonder Diamond League for the 2023 season, the Preon Classic, which takes place on the 16th and 17th of September, this coming Saturday and Sunday. One of the marquee events has to be the men's 400 meters, which features some of the best in the world as we speak. This event, we think, is wide open and almost anyone here can win. The lineup features the likes of the Grenadian King Kirani James, as well as the world record holder of South Africa, Wade van Niekerk. Then of course there is Nini, and not to mention the great Stephen Gardner of the Bahamas, as well as Vernon Norwood of the United States. Do not forget Hudson Smith, and of course Idori. Then Bryce Deadman of the United States, and to close off, Jamaica's very own Rusheen Mcdonald, who has been having a great season so far. Here he is winning the men's 400 meters at the recently held Zurich Diamond League. He's been on a bit of a tear, people. Like I said, he's won maybe 4 or 5 of these meets, and he looks good going into this final. And honestly, he has as much an opportunity or a chance to win in Eugene as anyone else. That's a pretty even keel field. I would say the only outlier there has to be, of course, Stephen Gardner, who seems to have recovered from his injury, but does have the fastest time in the world for the 2023 season. So if Gardner is back at his best, he may be hard to beat, but that should be a pretty even field, I think, outside of Gardner. Jamaica's 800 and 1500 meter runner Adelle Tracey, who now holds a national record in the 1500 meters, shuts it down for the 2023 season, or as Jamaicans would I say, she done. She said, me done for the season, me done. Tracy shared on our social media pages, "Every mile deserves a smile. No better way to sign off the season than smiling on the streets of NYC, New York City, finishing 5th at the 5th Avenue mile in 4 minutes 21.3. Big thank you to NYRR for always putting together such a fun meet. I'm so thankful for the experiences I've enjoyed the last couple of weeks, and I'm already excited to see how these shape next season. But first, it's time to rest up and enjoy some downtime. Hashtag off season." The phenomenal youngster who just started running for Jamaica about a year and a half ago and just had her first World Championship experience representing the island of Jamaica had a really good season. Kudos and congrats, Cheryl. Rest up, kick back your feet, and chillax, queen. The world's number one in the women's 100-meter hurdles, the remarkable Danielle Williams, now 2-time 100-meter hurdles champion, both in 2015 and of course this year's 2023 World Championships. Well, she was honored over the weekend alongside her sister Charmaine Williams and coach Lennox Graham. They were inducted into the Johnson C. Smith University's Athletics Hall of Fame. All 3, including coach Lennox Graham, I should note, are Jamaicans. Now, Danielle Williams has had a stellar career track and field and expressed her deep appreciation for the prestigious honor, which recognized her remarkable achievements during her college years at JCSU. Now, as we mentioned, she picked up this little beauty, the gold medal in Budapest in women's 400 meters just a few weeks ago. Williams said, "Being inducted into the Hall of Fame is a prestigious honor. I never thought it a big deal when they told it me in May, but being there last night, Friday, amongst the other inductees, I realized that it is indeed a big deal and a major accomplishment. Only 130 people in the entire history of JCSU have been inducted, and I'm the youngest ever inductee, and that in itself is spectacular, she told the interviewers from Sportsmax. Danielle Williams added, "The most memorable moment of the entire weekend was not just seeing people I haven't seen in so many years, but just hearing that so many of these folks watched the race, her gold medal run in Budapest, and have been keeping up with my exploits since I graduated. Was magnificent to hear." And of course, this was that run.
Third from the right-hand side, but it's Devon Charlton who got the best start. Now she's clattered the hurdles, trying to come through. Williams running really well on the far side. Kenny Harrison trying to get in the mix. So to Camacho Quinn, it might be.
And of course, she was the world champion in 2015 in the same 100-meter hurdles event.
They're away first time. Who gets the best start? Rollins smashes that first barrier, and Tiffany Porter going well on the near side. But look at the Jamaican Danielle Williams coming through. Porter on the near side. Rollins is coming. I think Danielle Williams may well have taken.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. You know that I'm a huge supporter of the fact that we should give credit where credit is due. We should give people their accolades while they are alive and able to respond and or receive it or feel the direct emotion. We often tend to do this after people transition to that next phase. So really happy for the world champion, the #1 in the world as we speak, Danielle Williams, on being inducted into her former college's Hall of Fame. She contributed so much there, and it's really good to see herself, her sister, and Coach Lennox Graham, all three of course are Jamaicans, being lauded and applauded by their peers and by the learning institution, the college that helps them to become who they have become. It's for me, it's a big deal. And you know, people, we as human beings sometimes we take it for granted that the person will always be there, and we don't say, "Hey, I appreciate you," "Hey, I love you," "Hey, thank you," "You are amazing," these accomplishments, you've inspired generations of people. So it's really good when we're able to do this while the people are alive and able to respond, as I said earlier. Now, as for Rusheen Mcdonald, let's see what happens in the men's 400 meters in Eugene in a few days. I think that race is wide open, but I'm sort of leading towards Stephen Gardner if Gardner is fit and ready. And of course, you cannot underestimate the world record holder Wade Van Niekerk. Just seemed to have peaked a little early in the season, but I think Rusheen Mcdonald has as good a chance as any there. And of course, you know, we are super excited for Adelle Tracey. She's been running really well since she started to represent Jamaica. I should really say that. She's been doing her work the whole time, but really great for her. She had a wonderful World Championships. Let's see what happens for her in Paris in 2024. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, your royals, kings and queens. Bless up!